Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back for another episode of this Type R EK hatch. This is probably going to be the last and final episode of this car. So hopefully you guys do enjoy. If you do enjoy and you like the channel, please hit the subscribe button. It helps me grow. And if you like the video, that also helps me grow. And help share with your friends. And that also helps me grow. So yeah, I got this thing running good yesterday. I got it tuned for the most part completely, and I didn't film a whole lot of the tuning process, but I mean, I've done so many other tuning videos that I feel like I don't want it to get repetitive. So if you want to go check out some of my tuning videos, go right ahead. But I'm going to go over the tune one more time on this thing and try to get a cooling fan on it, because it currently does not have a cooling fan because the factory one that was on here actually interfered with the dump tube on the wastegate. So yeah, I'm going to try to find a cooling fan for it and see if we can get that mounted. And then I got to go over some of the stuff in the tune because the car seems to have a hard time starting when it's cold and when it's warm. It just has a hard time starting. It doesn't have an issue once it's running. It just has an issue when it's cranking over. It kind of floods the engine when you're cranking. So I'm going to have to look at some of the stuff on the tune and see if we can fix that issue as well. Alright guys, so I'm in the car. Sorry if I hiccup. I just got over the hiccups and I'm hoping they're gone. But anyways, so I just got the tune pulled back up here and I got the car running pretty smooth again. It almost seems like when it's cold it has a misfire. I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't know if it's something with the injectors, that being that they're RCs, or if it's something to do with the computer or what. But it seems like it's pretty smooth now, and I had to go into the tune and actually adjust the cranking fuel. Let's see here. Yeah, crank fuel compensation. I actually had to go in here and adjust the numbers a little bit to actually get this thing to actually want to fire up. Before, you would just crank it and crank it and crank it, and all you would smell was gas, and it would not actually start unless you put your foot on the gas. So now I got it perfect when it's warm, and probably later tonight when it actually cools off, I can mess with some of these numbers down here to see how it is when it's cold. Usually when it's colder, it's going to want more fuel for cranking, and then when it's warmer, it's going to want less fuel when it's cranking. Kind of like, you know, a carburetor, when you choke it, it actually adds more fuel in when the engine's cold. So kind of the same concept, just on the computer this time instead of, turning your carburetor. So yeah, we probably gonna go take this thing out driving for a little bit today and see where it's at. Hello, hello, hello. You can't see me, but I can see you. Oh, that's kind of creepy.
Boppers.
Oh God.
And that was creepy.
Alright, so we're going to start this video off by showing you a couple pulls of this turboed Type R EK. Alright, we're going to do a third gear roll and we'll see how this thing is. Wow, this thing's actually fast. It's on like 10, 11 pounds of boost. The highest it's ever seen is like 12 pounds. So that is like perfect. I wouldn't really want to go any farther on pump gas. So we're going to leave it right here. Unfortunately, I already got a lot of the car tuned. But whatever.
You don't have to pause it. I got my jam out of the way. Like
Alright, second gear pull. We're going to try out, see if this thing holds traction or not. This thing's a freaking hoot, dude. It busted him loose a little bit in second gear. But this car is so set up that braking traction with this setup is actually very impressive with how good this car is set up for handling wise. I approve of this build. thing fires right up now after I adjusted some stuff on the tune-up. Fires up just how it should. Well, I think this car is all ready to go for the customer to pick it up. It seems to be good. I hope you guys enjoyed some of the pull videos. And yeah, it's running really smooth. I got everything dialed in as best as I can. I think it has a slight misfire at idle because I think the rings might be worn out in the motor. It does have a little bit of blow-by out of the valve cover. Like I said, it probably could benefit from an oil catch can, but you know, for the time being, this is how it's going to be until he gets a catch can or maybe rebuilds the motor and builds it up a little bit later in the future. But yeah, it seems pretty healthy for now, and hopefully he enjoys. But time to get this thing out of the garage and pull the CRX in the garage. Think the old CRX is gonna fire up today? I don't know. It's been like a week. Ugh. Look at that, fires right up. Mint! Mint! This was a 6. Did I grab that socket set?
Yeah.
Did you loosen this already, Trevor? Yeah. You gotta remember where they go, huh?
This is all standard, guy.
Yeah, I know. That's all I had. I'm hoping something will fit.
We need to. What's screwed in with the socket? Socket.
Well, we're out here replacing the ICM on the side of the road because the distributor decided to quit working. And this car's been having a misfire issue for like the last 3 days. And I've been trying to tune it out, but I can't seem to get any of it tuned out. And now the distributor decides to create no spark. So I'm hoping that all of this has to do with all the issues that we've been having. So yeah, that's where we're at. And we're replacing some parts. That standard socket set. This one maybe? Fucking Harbor Freight.
Pull it straight.
I don't know if I'll be able to get that one out. I'm gonna have to pocket take the distributor all the way off. Ratchet hoe.
You don't have time.
Filming his hat.
Get with the program.
So you can take batteries out of that thing, put new batteries in?
In the GoPro?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No?
Not on that one.
Okay. Yeah, mine doesn't either. Oh shit.
Did this fucker snap?
Yep.
Sure did.
Damn.
We gonna get lucky and have this one snap too? Can't get at that fucker. Damn it. Is it a Phillips? Hello, hello, hello. I don't know where this video is going. It's kind of all over the place. But I did end up getting that EK hatch finalized, and the customer picked it up this morning, and he seems very happy. Everything's good to go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that little build series that we did. I know some of this Honda stuff is getting repetitive. I'm looking for suggestions on what else to do. You know, I'm just doing what I'm doing every day, and filming it for you guys to show you kind of, you know, the steps I'm taking on doing whatever I'm doing. So I don't know. Hopefully you guys are along for the long haul and, you know, are supporting me in whatever I'm doing. So currently I have the CRX jacked up in the air and I'm fixing some of the leaks on it. The transmission was leaking a little bit, I think, so I'm trying to find out where the trans leak is coming from. And I'm also going to be replacing my VTEC solenoid with another one because this solenoid actually leaks. So I'm going to replace that. And yeah, just got it jacked up in the air, and I removed the transmission fill plug, and I'm going to put some more fluid in it because, like I said, it's low. And once I have more fluid in it, hopefully we'll be able to tell where the leak is coming from and hopefully repair the leak. So yeah, last night we were stuck on the side of the road with that EK hatch because it had a bad ignition control module inside the distributor. So I replaced it on the side of the road. And we got it all good to go. I brought it home, and the car always had a misfire ever since he brought the car to me. It had a really funky idle, and I thought it was in the tune, and I spent, you know, a good 2-3 days on the tune and kind of making sure everything was good, and ended up being that one of the cylinders was a little bit weak on the engine. So that's unfortunate, but you know, it might have a worn out piston ring or something like that. So he's going to be actually bringing the car back hopefully in the springtime, and we're going to do a full rebuild on the engine and whatnot. But it is, you know, good enough for now. It just has a slight misfire at idle because one of the cylinders is, you know, a little bit weak. Yeah, there's that update for that thing. I'm going to go get some fluid for the CRX, and we'll get this thing on the road again. I actually had a guy offer me some cash for this car. He's kind of a no BS buyer, and he's like, hey man, I got $2,500. You want to sell that car or no? And I'm like, no, like I really want to keep it, but at the same time I don't. I would love to get a different chassis, like an EG or EK, but yeah, I don't know. We'll play it by ear and see if this thing sells or not. If it does, so be it. We'll pick up another project. If it doesn't, yeah, we'll just keep running it. Alright guys, so the CRX is gone. I sold it. Kind of heartbreaking, kind of relieving. The car was a headache ever since I got it. And I feel like it's just time for me to move on. I usually don't keep cars that long anyways. I mean, I think the longest I've ever owned a single car was like 1.5 years or something. I like just building stuff and getting new projects, and it keeps the channel interesting, so I hope that you guys don't hate me for selling it. But yeah, we got the supercharger off of it and got it back all motor. But yeah, I think it's just time to move on, and we're going to pick up a different project. So leave a comment and let me know what you guys want me to build next. The Mustang, I should have the transmission back this week. So the Mustang's going to be coming in the garage this coming week. And yeah, so I don't know. I'm thinking maybe like an EG sedan or maybe an EK hatch or something. I don't know. I just want to get an EG or EK chassis again, just because I really prefer those. And for the people that have been following me kind of know that. I prefer those chassis. So yeah, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys want me to build. Leave a like if you guys are excited for the Mustang.